Welcome to the video, everyone. My name is Austin. I am a 21-year-old full-time trader here with Moon Trades. In this video, you're going to be learning 3 tips that are going to help you make investing simple, so we can then assist getting you closer to finding your way of becoming a full-time trader. To start, tip number 1, invest into tickers that are growing. So you do not want to focus on the low-cap penny stocks that are decaying. Invest into something that is growing. Now, in this case, how do we know that the stock is growing? To make it simple, higher highs and higher lows. That's bullish. That's growth. Lower lows and lower highs is bearish. That is weakness. Neither is consolidation. It's going sideways. Not growing or not becoming weaker. How to read the higher high pattern is very simple. It is just finding your high, finding your low, finding your next high, and finding your next low. In this case, this is your low, this is your low, this is your high, and this is your high. We call this a high because in this area is where it started to come back down. Call this low because in this area it pushed back up to test these highs. So you have a high here and a high here. This high is higher than this high, so that's a higher high. This is labeled as a higher high. This is a low, and this low, after it pushed up, it confirmed that was a low. People were waiting for the good deal to invest, and they bought it up because now that we knew that that was a low, it was a higher low. So now we have a higher high, and we have a higher low based on its previous high and its previous low. We know that that stock there is now growing, and we want to invest into something that is growing. You want to put the odds in your favor. On to tip number 2. So when something is very crucial, you always want to expect the worst case scenario, right? So with the higher low pattern that we previously learned in tip 1, we need to expect the worst case scenario. Technically, we don't know if it's going to make a higher high, or if it's going to go in a sideways trend, or if it's going to make a lower high and go on down. But if we understand that we're buying at a low area, then we're getting a good deal based on its past patterns it has showed us of growth. We need to now sell at a lower high. That way, if it were to become a bearish trend out of nowhere and start trying to change its trend, we still secured our profits because we were expecting the change in trend. Now, a lot of times it will continue pushing up, but you want to expect the worst case scenario, secure the profits. That way you can stay consistent and actually pull money from this and work full time as a trader in the stock market. And the final tip number 3, simply do not overcomplicate trading. I wouldn't even get into indicators, especially if you have just started in the past year. Indicators are the number one thing that I have noticed people have misused and don't actually understand how to use them. They'll actually place trades upon the indicators. And what I do is I have my traders actually take off their indicators off their screen if they are using them before they enter a trade, so that they can then realize, do I still feel comfortable in taking this trade without the indicators? Because if you don't, you're most likely trading on those indicators, and they're just indications. Price action is going to be your number one best friend in the stock market, and that would be the higher low pattern previously talked about in tip 1. Along with this tip, also be careful from who you learned from. Make sure that they are live in either a voice chat, either a live stream, or has something to back up their trading skills so that you understand you're learning from someone that actually knows how to trade. There is a stock market community that I'm in, and I stay in a live voice chat 24/7 during market hours, and it is 100% free. If you would like to join, feel free to ask me any questions that you like. I would be glad to assist and answer them. Just make sure you're surrounding yourself with professionals and people that actually understand trading. You don't want to learn from someone that doesn't know how to trade, because if you learn how to write with your right hand, it's going to be difficult to change that mindset and start learning how to write with your left hand. If you guys found this video helpful or in any way found value in my simplicity, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't be scared to comment below, and you can always subscribe to see more of my content. Again, traders, simply don't overcomplicate trading. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.